Hello and welcome to another knitting machine video where I am going to call this video restoring a knitting machine, but I'm going to tentatively subtitle it Should I Buy a Knitting Machine from eBay? So here I have got a prime example of a knitting machine I have bought from eBay. Just to let you know, it was described as good condition and fully working, although it did say that it was missing some accessories. So let's see what we could do with this machine. Now, firstly, the condition is covered in dents and there's dirt all over it, but I suppose it could be nice inside. There's a little bit of a problem here, which is that the case is coming apart here, so it doesn't hold shut properly, and there isn't a handle on it. So again, good condition, not totally certain, but let's have a look inside. Maybe it's pristine on the inside. Okay, what have we got here? So this is the first time I'm looking in here now. Right, well, we have the carriage, that's a start. We have the needle sinker plates. We've got the tension mast and the tension yarn guide. So I suppose that's good. With these machines, the next thing I'm going to look at is these little rubber bits on the end. You can see me pointing them to there. So they should be nice and supple and ooh. Well, they certainly shouldn't crumble into dust like that, but that's not the end of the world. Perhaps I can replace those. Well, I can replace those. But I think we've got more problems than that, because I can see that we are missing some stuff. So let's see what we can and can't do with this machine, assuming that it's in good condition. So we're missing the accessories box, that's fine. We're missing the clamps, so we can't clamp it to a table. We are missing the tools, so we can't increase, decrease or cast off. We're missing the revel cord, so we can't cast on. We are missing the weaving brush, so we can't do any weaving, but that's all right because we're missing the punch card, so we can't do any patterning anyway. We're missing all of the cams and bits and bobs that allow us to do single motifs and fair isle. Yeah, we're basically missing everything. This isn't missing a few accessories. This is totally unusable. Let's see how the carriage moves. Oh, God. Okay, so that's quite impressive. I have to put my hand here and, oh my goodness me. Oof. Right, okay. This carriage is glued to the back rail, and you can see why, because there's this nasty black gunk, which is years of dried up oil. Carriage itself looks reasonably good condition, although I can see some damage where it's been forced. So I'll have to repair that and then clean that all out. And it's pretty filthy as well. It's pretty disgusting. But there we are. We can clean that up and that'll be fine. All right, next bit. The machine itself is filthy. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. The camera probably doesn't pick up just how nicotine-y and filthy it is. And let's pull some needles forward. Well, they do move, which is good, but they, if I look behind them, I can see all sorts of rust and grot and like dust and dirt and fluff all in there. So I suppose the next thing is to have a look at the sponge bar, because the sponge bar is what will allow us to knit. So I can see the sponge bar is actually in wonky, which is why some of the needles won't come forward. So I'll just have to use some pliers to pull it out. There we go. Now, let's have a look at the sponge bar. Oh dear. Right, a good sponge bar, let me see. A good sponge bar, here's a good sponge bar, is about 1 centimetre thick. This one's a bit wonky, so I need to straighten out before it goes back in again. It's got a good bounce to it, and the foam pushes back on the needles, which allows them to do their patterning. This sponge bar, on the other hand, the foam was completely collapsed. Look, can you see at this end? It used to be, that's all, and if you push it, it doesn't do a great deal. It's completely collapsed, it's covered in dust, it's filthy. You cannot knit a thing on this machine. So that's a little bit of a warning just before you buy machines willy-nilly on eBay. Most people who sell them, they're not deliberately malicious, but, you know, it's their grannies and they remember it working when it went into the attic in 1984, and they see no reason why it shouldn't work now. Well, this is what they look like. So for the next few videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do to dismantle and clean and restore a machine. So I shall see you next time when we shall start the dismantling process.